Namaste, friends. Just a little chanting before we get going. Yeah. All right. Comments are working today. That's good. I'll take a peek at those in a moment. And thanks for checking in. Yeah, please put a little comment out there, a little check-in. What a week. Gananantva Ganapadum Havamahe Dhyanantva Priyapati Gun Havamahe Nidinantva Nidipati Gun Havamahe Vaso Mama Aham Jani Garbhadamatma Jasi Garbhadam Om Gananantva Ganapati Gum Bhavamahe Dhyanantva Priyapati Gum Bhavamahe Nidinantva Nidipati Gum Bhavamahe Vaso Mama Aham Jani Garbhadamatma Jasi Garbhadam. We invoke you with offerings, Lord of the universe. We invoke you with offerings, Lord of love. We invoke you with offerings, guardian of the treasure. Come. And sit within us, revealing the realm of the gods. Within us. Yes. We're in the realm of the gods within us. Om Tatpurushaya Vinhe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tano Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tatpurushaya Vinhe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tano Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tatpurushaya Vinhe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tano Rudra Prachodayat. We direct our minds towards Shiva, the one who dissolves, but in the form of Rudra, the compassionate being and the healer. Okay. All right, friends. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Stephanie and Leslie and Sam, Shigeko, Tracy, Megan, Bill, Tammy, Sarah, Maggie, Amy. Good morning, everyone. And yeah, thanks for joining on a pretty big morning for me to be teaching yoga for real. And many of you know that are on the that's on the call, and some of you don't. But my father passed away last week, and so it's been a big week. And so he's in the the Mahashivasana, the great sleep, if you will. And so it's been a week of a lot of things, but so much yoga. And I wanted to teach on this moment, really. And the thing that yoga helps us understand is the relationship between our body, our heart, and spirit. And the process of our practice, process of life, the process of death, the process of our spiritual evolution, our purity, is that things resolve back into their cause. And that's just really significant. In the practice of yoga, hatha yoga, tantra yoga, we have the chakras, right? And they're linear, going down the Sushumna Nadi, the column of the spine. And in the ascension of the soul from the body, what happens is Kundalini energy is released. There's this teaching that guides us to understand that when the body is deprived of breath, Kundalini releases. And I've experienced this. And what goes on is as it travels up Sushumna Nadi, it's going through the individual chakras, but it's actually going through the elements. And so we go from, earth is resolved back up into its cause, if you will, and that's water. Water is resolved back into its cause, and that's fire. Fire is resolved back into its cause, and that's air. And air is resolved back into its cause, and that's ether. And then there's no more capacity for form, if you will. And so all this energy is just drawing up out of the body, and it extracts the subtle body, and it extracts the soul also. But the yogis believe in this method is that at death, the subtle body is released, the body dies, and the spirit is also released. The causal form, if you will. They all leave. And then what the yogis believe is that the fragmentation of the subtle body, which holds all the karmas, all the samskaras, is diffused. And then it takes about 12 days for the collaboration of the subtle body to restructure itself into this energetic seed of karma, if you will. And the soul is gone. The soul is what's called immutable. It doesn't change. And so in today's practice, Mahashivasana, that's like the seed cause, spirit. One of my favorite quotes is from Sri Aurobindo, and Aurobindo says, the earth is a conception and a birth of spirit in matter into living forms. Just think about that. The earth is a conception and a birth of spirit into matter, into living forms. And so that's going from the cause, spirit, our most subtle field of awareness. And eventually it becomes more dense and forms are created. In our yoga practice, we're healing that whole stream of the evolution from spirit to matter. We're purifying that capacity for the access of spiritual awareness. The involution is called pravritti dharma, or the evolution rather is called pravritti dharma, in the involution is called Nivritti Dharma. And so in our practice, we're working with, the end point of the evolution of the creation of physical body. But within that, we recognize that there's a soul container. And so in our practice today, my intention is to continue to support your reflection on the causal nature of being. The causal nature of being. And then we will do a Mahashivasana. So our Shavasana will be a little extended, and I'll kind of guide the Shavasana practice in such a way that we'll go through this thing that we've worked on a few times. It's called Kshayoda. And the Kshayoda is the dissolution. And so we'll go through a thing where we dissolve, into awareness. So Kshayoda is the dissolution, and the other side of that is then the arising. So the dissolving and the arising. And so, so we'll work on it. So thank you for coming today. And still pretty tender. So just kind of get comfortable. Just breathe into the belly. So just invoke your diaphragmatic breath. This really is the highest practice. The dissolving and the arising. So let that diaphragmatic breath kind of take you into the capacity of the present moment, and a sense of ease, a sense of grace. And then just simply ponder the cause of the universe, the cause of the energy that gives the capacity for awareness. And then let your heart soften. And allow for a sense of presence to appear. And allow for any intention that you would like to carry. Let that emerge. A hope for yourself in a way, a hope for humanity in this chaotic time that we're in. A hope for Spirit's hand to help lead us. And we'll chant a couple of ohms here. And then we'll get into our practice in the body. And so just gently release your breathing and take a big inhale. And then again another big inhale. Okay, friends, thank you for that. The space to share these things, And so come off of any seated support here and just interlace the fingers, extend the hands out, and then just gently float the hands and arms up, reach it real tall. And take a nice big inhale, and exhale gently, slowly lower the arms, round the low back, little rock back on the sacrum here, and then gently float it back up. And exhale, rounding. And then just find your own pacing, your own breath. And let, every kind of movement in your breathing have just a kind of a subtle edge to it or a softness to it. It's been certainly a significant week outside of my personal experience in our country, and some of our kind of patterning with the edges that may have appeared this week to kind of soften also. And then gently we'll meet at the top here, and then release the hands and arms shoulder height. The right palm turns up, the left palm turns down, and then just twist the arms here. A little stirring of the upper arm bones. And a little swimming of the arms. Just kind of feeling into that. Oh, yay. And then extend through the heel of the hands. So spread the fingers really wide here. And then let the fingers then tips point down and come together. A little stretch of the forearms that way. And eagle arms, big inhale and exhale. Right arm under the left, so forearms, palms come together. Elbows out and up, shoulder blades down the back. And then give the head a little bit of a stir here. Doing that, that's good. And then inhale, sweep the hands and arms wide open. The exhale, switch, so left under the right, so forearms, palms come together. Elbows out and up, shoulder blades down the back. And once again, give the head a little bit of a stir here. And then sweep the arms open, and then behind you, exhale, interlace the fingers and let the head of the arm bones drift back, and just breathe very deeply here. Big full breath. Presence pervading, just sustain that nature of present moment awareness. And then gently release the grip of the hands here. Extend the right arm out to the right, and this left palm turns up, and float arm up. Exhale over the head and just reach here. Stay with the breathing. And then put a little bend in the elbow and draw the hand to the back of the head, and just continue to the deep breath. And then gently inhale, float hand and arm up. And exhale, release this down, and we'll switch this out to extend this left arm. Right palm turns up, inhale, float arm up. Exhale to over the head, and again, just breathe deeply. Heart spins open. Gaze up. And then gently bend the elbow, hand to the back of the head here, and breathe. Goodness. Nice. And then inhale, float hand and arm up, and exhale, gently release it down. And then I'm going to spin off. We'll spin off of our seated position here and just make the way to tabletop. So come to all fours here. Take a minute there. Let's just circle the hips, say in a clockwise direction, just to continue to unravel the body. The Mahabhutas are the names of the 5 elements. From Prithvi, earth, Jala, water, Agni, fire, Vayu, air, and Akash, ether elements. And then gently switch the directions here. The whole kind of foundation of the universe in yoga is based upon kind of understanding the principles of the elements, a little bit different look than how we may view these in the Western system. And then puppy pose here, sink the heart, hips stay lifted, forehead earth. Just breathe. And then gently ground the hands pretty firm, and then inhale, float on up, back up to tabletop, and then we'll turn the right palm up. And then big inhale and exhale, just sink into the right shoulder, a little extra rotation of that upper arm bone. Breathe deeply. Yep. And then gently inhale, float on up. And then left palm turns up, we switch. Obviously, inhale, exhale, sink. Oh, yay. And then gently inhale, float up to neutral position. So I'm going to just spin around and face you here, and then extend the right leg out to the right. We've done this a zillion times. The toes point forward here. Find a little stretch in that hamstring as the hips drift back. And then coming onto the forearms here, elbows bent. And just breathe. Yeah, feeling your way through that. Okay. And then gently we'll come up to neutral ground firmly with the left hand, and then take the right hand to the sky. So we'll open up really big here. Stay with your breathing. Yeah. And a nice big inhale. And exhale on the right arm over the head. Reach real far. And then just sink into the heart here. Yeah. Feeling into that. Nice. And then a big inhale and exhale gently back to neutral. So tabletop, and then we'll switch the sides. So left leg extends, toes point forward here. Find that for a moment. Hips drift back. A lot of that contact, stretching the hamstring, and then a little bend of the elbows, grounding, forearms, heart sinks. Yeah, pubic bone keeps kind of articulating back. The breath is deep. And we just stay kind of in contact with, even if it's this mysterious quest for the nature of cause. Yeah. And then gently come on up, hands ground, right hand plants firm, float, left arm, going into that. Breathing. And then a nice big inhale. And exhale, the hand and arm over the head, reach real far here. And then just sink into the heart. Yeah, breathe in. Okay. And then a nice big inhale and exhale back into neutral, back into tabletop. And then from this position, extend the right leg behind you, toes tuck under on the mat, feeling into that. And then float the right leg hip height. And then the left arm shoulder height, thumb turns to the sky. So we externally rotate that upper arm bone. The thigh of that lifted leg is kind of spinning to the ceiling. So nice big inhale. And exhale, rounding. So squeeze knee to elbow. And then inhale, sweep open. And then exhale, squeeze. And then one more of these, and we'll sweep open. And exhale, squeeze. Oh, yay. And then neutral position, and we switch. So left leg extends, toes tuck under. And then left leg floats, hip height, right arm floats, shoulder height. Yeah. Same thing, little spin of that thigh to the sky, that lifted leg. Big inhale, rounding, exhale, squeeze. And then inhale, sweep open. And exhale, round. And then one more of these, inhale, sweep open. Exhale, round. Yeah. And then gently release to neutral. And then we'll meet in down dog. So just gently tuck the back toes under, hips lift here. Breathe in, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Happy downward facing dog. Yeah. Feels great on my body. I needed this. Yeah. Just breathing deep. Ooh, and then lift the heels here. Come up onto the tippy toes. Heart can sink. Feeling into that. Yay. And then gently release the heels towards the earth. A little bend in the right knee. Ground right hand, left calf and Achilles stretches. Do this a lot. And then straighten and switch. So bending left knee, left hand grounds. A little pedaling between the two if that feels good. A little wiggling of the hips. Oh yeah. And then take a moment here, breathe deeply, and then again, just reflect on the nature of cause. And then just gently walk the feet to the hands here. So forward fold at the top of the mat. Yep. Ooh. Give the head a little bit of a stir, yes and no, if you like. And we know that the weight should kind of pivot into the big toe mount. Little space in between the feet, of course. Take a moment for that. And stay with your breath. And then Ardha. So half lift here. Hands mid-shins, lengthen from tail to crown. Big inhale. And exhale, lengthen out as you fold down. Chin ducks, hands release at the bottom. Yeah, and then again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Yeah, and then one more of these. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then little bend the knees and then step the left foot back into a lunge. Here, just take a moment for that. Kind of stay high in the form, so fingertips here. And then with an inhale, straighten the front leg. Draw the forward towards the shin. Yep, and then exhale, bend the front leg knee. And then again, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Yep. And then last time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend here. Oh, yay. And then from this position, kind of squeeze inner thighs will come on up. So just lift the torso here. Back leg quad firms up. Hands and arms reach to the sky. And just stay with a big deep breath here. Yeah, let the heart space open. And with an inhale, bend the elbows. So cactus the arms here. Yeah. A nice big inhale and exhale, float forms. Oh, yay. Towards one another. And again, inhale, reach open. Exhale, float. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, float arms open. And then exhale, gently release, hands flat, and we'll step back into a high plank, high push-up position here. Take a moment. Breathe deeply, nourish the body with your breath. Oh, yay. And then a nice big inhale, and exhale to the knees, and then all the way to the belly here. Hands ground firm, toes spread into the mat, pelvis grounds, and then exhale the breath. And then with an inhale, float the torso as the shoulders move away from the ears and the elbows wrap towards the side body. Just gonna feel that. Oh yeah. Breathe deeply. And a nice big inhale. Then exhale, float torso, forehead down. Up. And then again, inhale, float on up. And exhale, float down. And then one more of these, inhale, float on up. Tuck the back toes under. Exhale, lift the hips down, dog. Oh yeah. Nourish the body with your breath. Just allow, again, it's like how we do what we do, I think sometimes is almost more important than what we do. And so for the yogi, right, we want to always be kind of supple and tender and present. You know, this little bend in the knees here. Step the left foot to the left hand, so Anjane Asana. Once again. Quad active back leg, breathing deep. Yeah, sense of presence and ease always. And then with an inhale, straighten the front leg. Draw the forward towards the shin. And then exhale, bend the front leg knee. And two more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And one more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then float the torso here. Come on up. So back leg quad firms up. Heel lifts. And when you're ready, arms reach. And really encourage you to get kind of something out of it by engaging the tricep muscles to extend the arms upward and lift that right heel a lot. And that'll open up that right hip flexor. Yeah, and then with an inhale, elbows bend. So cactus the arms here, pause. Heart space opening. Inhale, breath. And exhale, pulse forearms. And again, inhale, sweep open. Exhale, pulse. And then one more, inhale, sweep open. Exhale, pulse. And then gently we come into a forward fold, top of the mat. So back foot steps to the top of the mat. Take a moment there. And then Ardha, half lift here. Pausing, a little bit of the knees. Cactus the arms, inhale, reach all the way to standing. Arms over the head. And reach the arms down to the sides here. Let the eyes close. And just take a moment and let that integrate this feeling. And then exhale the breath completely. Then inhale, float hands and arms to the sky, reach. And exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Chin tucks, hands come down. Same time. And then inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding. A little bit of knees. We'll send out the right leg back into the lunge. And let's just float the torso and the arms. So just come on up here. Stay with the breath. Maybe sink a little lower in the stance. So if you feel like you need to create a little more length in the stance, navigate that. Oh yeah, and then a nice big inhale. And exhale the left hand to the waist. And then inhale, reach the right hand forward. And then we'll twist to the left. So fist with this right hand sinking armpit to knee. Re-engage the quad of the back leg. Left hand covers the right hand. So nice twist. Feel into that. Breathe deeply. Staying with the breath. And then open up into this. So right hand earth. And then left hand to the stars. Breathe here. Then nice big inhale and exhale. The left arm over the head and just reach. Reaffirm the back leg quad. Strengthen that. Big inhale. Then exhale, release the hand and arm down. Plant, step back. Again, into high plank, high push-up. So just again, be mindful of the quality of how you're moving, how you're breathing, how you enter a pose, how you exit a pose. Just filled with awareness. And a nice big inhale. And exhale, gently release to the knees. And all the way to the belly again. Here. Then hands ground. And then inhale, float torso. So back into Bhujangasana, a little higher this time though. Breathe deeply. Really let the hands firm up on the earth. The shoulders pivot away from the ears. And then a nice big inhale. And exhale, look over the right shoulder and just take a couple breaths here. And a nice big inhale. And exhale, look over the left shoulder. Breathe deeply. Yay. And a nice big inhale. Exhale to neutral and let the torso float all the way down to the earth. And then tuck the back toes under. Inhale through high plank, high push-up. And then exhale, lift hips back. Into down dog. Breathe deeply. Sustaining like a pervasive sense of awareness. Then pull a little bit on the knees, and then the right foot steps to the right hand. And then float again. Torso and arms, just get comfortable. When you're ready, reach in. Feeling and breathing deeply. Oh yeah. And then take a nice big inhale. And exhale the right hand to the right waist line. And then inhale, reach left hand forward, fist, left hand. And then twisting to the right, elbow sinks. Armpit to knee, possible. Right hand covers left. Really work the right shoulder away from right ear. That'll open you into the twist deeper. Left hand earth, right hand stars. Stay with your breathing. Then a big inhale and exhale the right arm over the head. Stay with the breath. Big inhale. Then exhale the hand down, look down, release, step the back foot to the top of the mat here. Oh yeah. And then inhale flat back to standing. Reach all the way up, up, up. Reach to the stars here. Then exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. Hands release to the side, eyes close, and just take a moment to feel. Earth element connects to the sense of smell. Water element connects to the sense of taste. Fire element connects to the sense of sight, light, giving capacity to perceive form. Air element, Vayu, connects to the sense of touch. And then finally, the ether element, the Akash, connects to the sense of hearing. Nice. And then gently, you can open the eyes or bring the feet together. And then inhale, sweep the hands and arms over the head, Utkatasana. We know this as a chair pose. Just get a good little sink here. Stay with the breath. The nice big inhale. Then exhale, sweep the hands behind you. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll, and then just lift the elbows to the sky, feeling into that. And then exhale, you're breathing completely. And then inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up. Exhale, bend knees. Inhale, breath. Exhale, elbows back. Yep. And then inhale, sweep hands and arms up, straighten legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, breath. Exhale, elbows back again. Yep. And then inhale, sweep arms up, straighten legs. So we come out of it. Then exhale, bend knees here, and we'll pause for a moment. And then take a nice big inhale. And exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. And then twist to the right. So the left elbow on the outside of the near thigh, sinking armpit to knee. You can kind of track the outside of the left hip back. And that right shoulder away from the right ear. Yeah, and some of you may want to open arms again or not. You choose. I'm just going to hang out right here today. Breathe in. Yep. And a nice big inhale. And exhale, release the twist here. Hands down. And then inhale, flow back up into Utkatasana. Give the legs a little bounce and know what's happening. And then hands to prayer here at the heart. And then twist to the left. Breathe here. Open up. So you can track the outside of that right hip back, left shoulder away from left ear. Stay with the breath. Oh yeah. And a nice big inhale. Exhale, release down. Back into Utkatasana. Give the legs a little bit of a bounce. And then inhale, come to standing. Exhale, the hands by your sides. Step the feet, the width of the hips here, a little bend the knees. And just relax here, close the eyes. Empty state. It's called Wuji. Nice. Hands behind you. You can open the eyes here, interlace fingers, inhale, breath. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Little bend in the knees goes a long way here as the hands and arms float over the head. Stay with your breath. Yeah, a nice big inhale. And exhale, gently release the grip of the hands and simply step back into down dog. Righto. And come to child's pose. So release to the knees, hips to the heels, Balasana. Child's pose. Just relaxing. Nice, friends. And just gently, and they'll come up to the tabletop, and we meet back in down dog here. Yeah, down dog. And then lift the right leg hip height. Pause there for a moment. And then take the leg higher, let the hip naturally spin open, and then bend the right knee and track the foot over towards the left. So you can kind of ground the left heel towards the earth and really ground through the roots of the fingers to stretch deeper into the form. And then inhale your breathing, and exhale, right knee, right elbow. Yeah, just give it a little kiss. Hold it there. And then inhale, leg behind you. Open the hip, bend the knee. And then exhale, right knee, left elbow. Give it a little squeeze. And then inhale, leg behind you. And exhale, gently release it down, and we'll switch. Just a little float, the left leg hip height. Stay with your breath. And then take the leg higher, hip spins open. Work the foot straight to the sky. Put a little bend in the knee. Stay with your breathing. Ground the right heel. Ground the hands. Big inhale. And exhale, left knee, left elbow this time. Squeeze. And then inhale, leg behind you. Open the hip again, bend the knee. And then exhale, left knee, right elbow. Give it a squeeze. Yep. And then inhale, leg behind you. And exhale, gently release it down. And then we meet in warrior one. So right foot, right hand, Virabhadrasana 1. Left heel pivots down, 45-degree angle, hips squaring off. Inner thigh squeeze here. Strengthen that back leg quad. Float hands and arms to the sky. Oh, yay. A nice big inhale. And exhale, float the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lengthen here. And exhale, bow the torso on the inside of this right leg now. Breathe. Stay with the breath. Oh, yay. And then exhale the breath completely. And then inhale, float hands and arms over the head. So warrior one. Again, reach. And exhale to prayer with the hands. So priest warrior stance. We've, called this ever since the protests started in the summer. So let's just reclaim peace warrior. And then release the back heel, point the heel to the sky, stand firmly on this front leg. Then inhale, straighten the front leg and lift the back leg. Modified warrior 3, body down, leg up. Stay with your breath. Yep. And then a little gentle bend in the knee and release the back foot down. Hands to prayer. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands to the waist. You don't have to go very far. Inhale, straighten the front leg, and then exhale, 180-degree turn to the left. Just spin all the way around. We step this right leg out so the hips keep tracking in width, the stance. Squeeze the inner thighs, quad active, arms reach. Breathe. Stay with the breath here. Reach, reach, reach. And then a big inhale. Exhale, float the hands behind you. Now again, interlace the fingers. Inhale, breath. And then exhale, float torso on the inside of this left leg. Hands and arms over the head. Yeah, stay with your breathing. Staying connected. And then exhale the breath. Then inhale, float all the way up and out of it. Reach. And then peace warrior stance. Hands prayer at the heart. Just going to feel that. Stand in your ground with peace in your mind. Then release the back foot. Heel points to the sky. So again, modified warrior 3, work the weight in this left leg. Just straighten that standing leg, lift the back leg. Stay with your breathing, heart is lifting, leg extending. Oh, yay. And then a little careful bend in the knee in that standing leg. Release the back foot down. Foot, hands and arms to the sky, reach. Exhale, hands to the waist here. Then, straighten the front leg and then exhale, pivot 180-degree warrior 2 stance now. Just take a moment here. Sweet little standing poses. So the stance is longer, as we know. Heel intersects, arch your heel, the back foot, arms float. Stay with the breath. Breathing deeply. Let the palms turn up. Feeling into that. And then just put a little bend in the elbows and just kind of squeeze the shoulder blades on the back of the body. Yep. Then sink a little lower. Yep. And then extend the side angle. So right forearm, right thigh. And just sweep this left arm up and over the head. Really reach here and then straighten this right arm and sink the fingertips towards the earth. Yeah, breathe. Oh, yay. And then a big inhale and exhale. Take the left hand to the sacrum. Look down. So Ardha Chandrasana here. Step the back foot in. And then plant the front hand in front of the front foot. A little bit. Straighten that front leg. Lift the back leg. And then if you're feeling good, you can float the left arm to the sky. If you want a little further challenge, you can bend that left knee and capture the foot or ankle with the left hand. Little opening of the quad, and then just kick the foot into the hand. Stay with the breath. Yay. Yep. And then gently release the foot if you have it. And then a careful bend in the standing leg knee. We meet back into warrior 2. So gently release that left leg down, arms float. Yeah, breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the waist. Straighten the front leg, pivot. This right foot in, left foot turns out. So simple. 180-degree turn on the mat. Adjust your stance. Feel good. Float arms. Shoulder height. Breathe real deep. Oh, yay. And then let the palms turn up. And then put a little bend in the elbows here. Feeling into that. And then extend the side angle. Parsva Konasana. So left forearm, left thigh. Right arm sweeps over the head. And just breathe deeply. Reach, reach, reach. Heart spins open. Yay. And then just straighten this left arm, sink deeper. Yeah, get into that left hip a little bit. And then take the right hand to the sacrum. And look down. So Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon. Step the back foot in. And then plant the front hand in front of the front foot. Floor block. Straighten that front leg. Lift the back leg. And then take the right arm to the sky. That's comfortable. And then if you want to bend that right knee, capture the foot or ankle. Just open up. Breathe deeply. And gently release the foot here. Then standing leg knee, release the back foot down. Arms float, shoulder height, warrior 2. Nice. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to the waist. Then inhale, straighten your front leg and then just pivot. This right foot in, y'all, left foot. And then Prasarita Padottanasana, wide leg and angle forward, fold. Inhale, breath. And exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward here. Let the hands release, the head can release. And just breathe deeply, letting go. Practice and letting go. Yeah. And then inhale, half lift. And then ground the left hand under the face. And then twist here, take the right hand to the sky. And just breathe here. Stay with the breath. Big inhale. And exhale, the right hand down. We'll switch. So ground right hand. And then inhale, float the left. Stay with the breath. And a nice big inhale. Exhale, gently release the hand and arm down. Inhale, you're breathing. Then exhale, hands to the waist here. Little bend the knees, flat back to standing. Inhale, all the way up, 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 up. And then pivot this right foot, step the back foot to the top of the mat. Take a moment here. Take a nice big inhale and hold the breath in and wait on it. So inhale, hold the breath. And gently exhale. And then step the feet a little wide. We'll come into Balasana as a transition. So garland pose, toes turn open, heels in, come to squatting. Be mindful if you're having knee hip things. And just breathe. Stay with the breath. Twist coming up, so reach right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. And if you want, you can bind this. Thumbs turn down, elbows bent. Interlace hands in some way. Yeah. And then back to neutral. And we switch, so left hand to earth, right hand to the sky. Reach in. And then again, if you want to bind, elbows bent, all that. And gently release your grip in the hands. And then float the hands behind you, hips to the earth here. So just take a moment and relax. Let a sense of stillness and presence appear. So the yogi is just always continue to direct their capacity to awareness. Because even in the physical plane, in the world of doing, that causal nature of spirit or awareness is ultimately involved in experience. Yeah. Baddha Konasana. So just float the knees open. The soles of the feet come together. Hands can rest on the feet or wherever's comfortable. Just kind of squeeze the heels together with the buttocks, and the knees kind of wrap open. Heart can lift here. So it's transferring like terrestrial knowledge into intuition. It's called pratibha. So intuitive perception. And it's called Yogi Pratyaksha. And that's something that we worked on this summer. Pratyaksha is perception. And Yogi Pratyaksha is perception by direct experience. Its method of access is stillness. And we'll gently release Baddha Konasana, so float the knees towards one another. Extend the legs here. Yeah, and then Paschimottanasana, we know this is west facing stretch. Let's just begin by grabbing our shins. And instead of trying to go down, Trying to just lengthen up and keep a elongated spine. Shoulders move down the back. And allow that kind of fabric of stillness to sustain in your experience. And then inhale your breathing. And exhale, sink a little lower. Maybe the hands reach to the feet here. And just sink into it however you like from here. Head can release, torso releases. And then just gently inhale, come on up. We'll spin around, or I will spin around, come down onto our backs, and just gently using your core muscles. Come onto your back here. Breathe deeply. Full body stretch, if you like, arms over the head. And then hug the knees into the chest. A little hug, you can rock side to side. A little massage of your spine. And then a supine twist. So let the feet ground firm and flat. And the hips shift to the right. Knees to the left, the legs stack. The arms are at a T or a cactus position. Gaze gently, eventually floats to the right. Breathe into the belly. And then gently let the knees float up to neutral position and sweep the hips to the left, knees to the right. Gaze to the left and breathe into the belly. And then gently let the legs float to neutral. Here again, knees to neutral, that is. Shift the hips back, hug them. Knees to chest. And then we'll come into Vipri Mudra, or inversion. Legs up the wall, real familiar for us. You can use a block. I think I'm going to use a block today. Just going to ground my feet, lift the hips, place the hips on my block. Kind of wiggle my shoulder blades towards one another, turn the palms up, and then I'll straighten the legs here. Just kind of relax in this position. Hands to the low back, of course. Bodies in a V shape. And it's just very gently, we'll begin to make our way out of this. So if you're on a block, begin to, reach the feet to the earth, or however, if your hands are on your hips, or break it down. And just gently hug the knees into the chest. Give a little squeeze. You can rock side to side here. Yeah. And then our Maha Shavasana, breath retention. So legs extend out, feet roll open, palms turn up. Here, exhale the breathing, and then take a big inhale, hold the breath in, wait on it. Super slow, exhale the breath. We'll do one more of those. And as usual, I'll cue you to pooch out of your belly. So exhale the breath completely, and then take a nice big inhale. Hold the breath in, wait on it. Pooch out the belly. Slowly exhale the breath. Okay, friends, we'll just float right into Shavasana from here. I encourage you to get really comfortable. So make sure that you have a blanket or whatever you may need to be really nourished. Maybe something underneath the knees even, or different things. High pillow. Maybe something over your eyes to darken it from the light. And just get comfortable. So we all know the word Shavasana means corpse pose. I've wondered thousands of times that significance. At the end of our asana practice, we practice corpse pose. The symbolic experience of death. So bringing your awareness to your feet and just feel the feet relax. Toes, ankles, arch of the foot, top of the foot. And bring your awareness to your calf muscles, your shins, even the bones of the lower leg. And just relax. And bring your awareness to each of your knees. And just imagine the knees softening, relaxing. And bring your awareness to the upper legs, both right and left, the thighs, quadriceps, hamstrings, and the bones. Just deeply relax. So bring the awareness to the pelvis, the organs in the pelvis. The buttocks, the coccyx, the sits bones. Just relax internally. And as if we're excavating through the body, bring your awareness to the torso, the rib cage, relaxing the ribs, the skin. And then viscerally experience the lungs and also the heart. Just relaxing. Then bring your awareness to both your right and left hand, the fingers, the back of the hand, and the palm of the hand. Just relax. the awareness go to the forearms, the bones of the forearms. Just relax. And then the upper arm bones, the bicep muscles, the tricep muscles, the deltoids, the shoulders. Relax. Awareness to the throat area, the neck. Now bring your awareness to inside the nostrils, a sense of smell, the earth element. Just concentrate there. Experiencing the breathing. Prithvi, tanmatra. Subtle energy of the sense of smell. And then just imagine the inside of the nostrils just dissolving. And just gently bring your awareness to the tongue, water element, sense of taste. So jala. Sustain your concentration on the tongue. So you might even visualize the fire, the earth element rather, absorbing into water. And then gently bring your awareness to literally your eyeballs. And then just imagine as you inhale the breath that you're drawing the breath from outside of the body through the eyeballs. Sense of sight, fire element, Agni. It's possible that there's sensation here, and it's fine. So Agni Tanmatra. Subtle element of sight. And then gently bring your awareness to the surface area of your skin, somewhere. About you, the air element. And then just imagine as you inhale the breath that you're drawing the breath through the pores of the skin. Vayutanmata. Earth to water, water to fire, fire to air. Kshayoraya. And just gently now bring your awareness literally to the eardrums, the seat of the Akash, the seat of the ether element. Air to ether. As you inhale, just imagine that you draw the breath from outside of the head region where the ears are and through the eardrums and into the brain. Akashtamatra. And this is the end of the third dimension. The sound of silence. And gently let your awareness ascend now into the region of the third eye chakra, the center of the brain. And once again, as you inhale, just imagine that you're lifting the breath into the chakra. The body is beginning to turn into light energy here. The elements have been returned to their source. One may begin to perceive a widening universe surrounding you, a state even beyond this a sense of time. There's no pain. And hidden deeper still is this sense of delight. Joy mudita. And we're still concentrated on Untitled Chapter. Om is revealed here. Fourth dimension. Manamaya kosha. And then internally let your awareness ascend in the brain about an inch under the crown of the head. And then again, imagine as you inhale that you're seeding life force energy into this location inside the brain. This is called Jnana Chakra. Jnana Kosha. It's the wisdom. Bring the breath there. The density of time and space has been abolished here. The Mahashivasana. This is the end of the fourth dimension. And then gently let your awareness reside now on the top of the head or a little bit above the crown of the head. Bring the breath there. Anandamaya Kosha bliss. Yogi Pratyaksha, direct perception by identity, awareness, and differentiated stillness and peace. The primal cause. And then just finally imagine that you're held in a golden womb. It's a golden cosmic egg. All pervadingness within and without. Individual identity is long abolished here. It's awareness perceiving awareness. Just awakening into awareness fully here. And very gently let the breath extend. And allow your awareness to be sustained in the spirit realm as you witness the body to reawaken. Just observing witness, awareness, and form. And the movement here and there and things that stretch the arms at some point. Hugging the knees. And then we'll come to the left side. And come into seated here. Still in witness awareness. So allow any reflection to appear. And we'll just gently chant one Om to complete the practice. Just exhale the breath here and inhaling. Yaha Shantiranthariksham Shantihi Pretivi Shantirabhaha Shantir Oshadaya Shantihi Vanaspataya Shantir Vishve Deva Shantir Brahma Shantihi Sarvam Shanti Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantirehi. And then Om and three Shantis together if you like. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. O Great Spirit, let there be peace in the heavens and in the sky. May there be peace on earth and in the waters. May there be peace in the plants and peace in the trees and in the gods and the absolute God in all of nature. Let there be peace and allow that everlasting peace be ours. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste, friends. Thank you, Mateo. Yeah. Yeah, thanks everyone so much for um, participating in this with me. And yeah, it's like this um, just sacred time that we're all in, you know. And thank you for allowing my heart to share. And, you know, love, peace, friends. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, all the things, guys. Yeah. Thanks, Stephanie, Sarah, Megan. You're welcome. Thanks, Tammy.